We rise for a just transition to renewable energy, energy efficiency, and sustainable jobs. And we rise for our children and grandchildren and their grandchildren. Climate change is a global crisis with a tipping point from which there is no return.
Moving to an economy that doesn't depend on fossil fuels will require an effort just as monumental, just as difficult, as moving beyond a slave-based economy.
In my short lifetime, I have had to learn that previously clean waters were no longer clean enough for me and my siblings to swim in, and that the fish we caught could not be eaten. I have felt the summers and winters grow warmer and the storms and fires grow increasingly destructive. Today I am here because I want a future for me, for Ecuador, for my siblings, for all of you and all of your children. And I am here to tell young people that we have a voice, we can speak up. We don't need to wait for adults to take the lead.
Environmental justice is when a community decides what is best for them and they aren't exposed to industries that make them sick so that someone else can profit. Things must change, and climate change is just the largest symptom of a sickness that so many have already died from and that so many have been suffering for a long time.
We can create good jobs in wind, solar, and renewable energy that move us to a healthier future and a more just society. And that time is now.
The truth is that there's nothing that threatens our children's safety, their health, or their future more than global climate change. But without any action, global climate will continue to create a world that is less safe, less diverse, less livable, and more erratic and more unpredictable than ever before. If we would just replace our dependence on fossil fuels with renewable forms of energy like wind and solar, we can leave our children in a world with a thriving economy that works with our natural environment instead of against our natural environment.
No fossil fuels! Clean climate! No fossil fuels! Clean climate!
Welcome back to Earth! You can do it, kids. Yeah, it happens quick.
Clean climate! No fossil fuels! 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 Clean.
We rise together for environmental, racial, and economic justice.
It is most often communities of color that have to fight for their land, air, and water. While living in Houston, I also worked in southern Louisiana. I had a job where I organized a bike ride to highlight and support communities fighting fossil fuels. Just this week, some friends I had met there from the L'eau est la vie, so water is life, camp were held in jail on tens of thousands of dollars bail and trumped up felony charges protesting the Bayou Bridge pipeline. This pipeline is destroying beautiful and irreplaceable wetlands in Homa Nation territory, and it is a continuation of the genocide.
When the air we breathe is under attack, what do?
Stand up, fight back!
When the water we drink is under attack, what do?